Ruto has proven to be a Western puppet. Ruto has proven to be a Western puppet. So the solution is to peacefully, democratically, orderly transition power from Ruto to a new ruler who will respect the constitution and respect the rule of law, have a truly democratic rule. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, this is Kenya Revolutionary. I just want to make this point. I wanted to make this point because I see there's a lot of, and I mean a lot of, when I say a lot of, I mean a lot of. There's a lot of nonsense going on in Kenya. There's unlawfulness by these political elites. Don't be fooled. The Azimio part, they are not truly opposition. These are fakers and pretenders. Don't think that these people are truly opposing the Kenya Kwanza. These are one of the same. It's two parts of the same coin, okay? As I explained in my previous video, these two gentlemen, Raila Odinga and Ruto, and even Uhuru Kenyatta, these guys had made a deal long time ago. This vision of having a BBI was already in motion, okay? They just could not bring it forth because they had to pretend that they're disagreeing amongst themselves. But the truth is, they're all in it and they want to pass it. But they have to pass it by causing chaos. So here's how we shall do it, okay? Let's look at the West Africa. When I say West, I mean West Africa. Look at West Africa and see how these guys can be removed. We are not going to remove these people by going to the ballot. The ballot is nowhere to, it's not going to help us. In 2013, 2007, Kibaki lost. We know that, okay? But Raila, being a coward that he is, he could not fight for his rightful win and take power from Kibaki. 2013, okay, Raila won again, okay? And we know if a rank of your computer happened, okay? But Raila, again, being a coward that he is, he refused to take power. They went to the Supreme Court, and we know how the Supreme Court are a bunch of cowards, okay? 2017, Maraga was brave enough to declare that election null and void, okay? And the people's will was with Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga being a coward again. Guess what he did? And actually, it's not being a coward. These guys made a deal. Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, Ruto, all of them. They saw that Miguna was a rising leader that took over and controlled the people. And they saw that the only way to get the power from a new leader is to either kill him or forcefully exile him out of the country, because they knew Miguna through the NRM had already harvested all the Azimio, all the NASA, and all the followers of the opposition. The will of the people was with Miguna. Remember when Miguna went to the show in the TV, and he said that Raila has no option. He has to be sworn in. And indeed, Raila did not want to be sworn in, but he went there, was sworn in, and after he was sworn in, the plan was to go and forcefully remove Kenyatta. But Kenyatta made a deal with Raila Odinga, okay? And they saw that Miguna was the most powerful politician who had captured the opposition. So they went after him. Raila pretended that he was on Miguna's side, but they made a deal to forcefully remove Miguna. Now, come to Ruto. Again, Ruto is not as popular. Yes, he won. But guess what? Ruto, being a very smart politician, what did he do? He struck a deal with Miguna before Miguna came back and told him probably, like, listen, I shall make sure that the court orders that Uhuru Kenyatta did not respect, I shall respect them. I'll give you a passport. I'll make sure you come back to Kenya. And when you come back to Kenya, you cannot go against me. You have to help me fight these people. He kind of scammed Miguna, got Miguna in his side. That's why you see Miguna is really, really pro-government. But again, what Miguna fails to understand is this, that Ruto is using him. He does not understand that Ruto is part of Raila and is part of Kenyatta. These guys are the political class, okay? And there's no solution. There's nobody that can take out this political class. These are the same people. They already made a deal. They're going to bring that BBI. That's why I said they're using that useful idiot called Lumumba, okay, to start this groundwork of bringing BBI. Very soon you'll hear a lot of people talking about, oh, the change of constitution is good for us to have peace, so we can accommodate the people who have lost. Remember, Ichungwa and Ndindi Nyoro, they refused at first. They were saying, oh, we are not supporting this. Oh, we are not creating offices with this. But guess what? They're singing to the tune. Sifuna and the Spice FM, he said that he doesn't mind having those Nusumkate because he thinks if the whatever is made, they're useful, the stupid agenda that they put forth there, those useless talks, that if they're met, he doesn't mind taking up the offer of those office of president, whatever, the nonsense that Kenya Kwanza are offering, okay? These two political parties are fakers and nothing but bootlickers. They are the West lapdog. They do the bidding for the West, for the British and the Americans. We should look at the West and see how to take power. Use the army to take out power. That's how you're going to take Ruto out. And Ruto has been messing up. If we had any kind of functioning opposition, or even the parliament who really cares about people, this man could have been impeached by now. Uhuru Kenyatta will be in jail by now, okay? Raila will be in jail right now. But you cannot have these criminals, in jail because we have a criminal, their fellow criminal is the president, okay? And he has taken over. He's using Raila. Raila is used to control the opposition. He's looked at the main opposition and he's going to occupy that position until he dies, until somebody rises up and challenges the political class. The problem in Kenya is the political class. These are the people who loot public funds, who are above the law, as we have seen Babu Wamwamba or Paranya and the rest. They kill, they loot, they steal, and nothing happens to them. And now they want to change the constitution to accommodate themselves and their friends. Look at how many scandals have we had. Look at the debt that Kenya has accrued over the years. Nothing is being done. Uhuru ate all those money from Eurobond, name it, gold bag, golden bag, all these scandals, okay? We pesa ya ninio, kimskits, all this stuff. These people are eating money, but nothing is being done because these people strike a deal amongst themselves as political class, and there's no justice, and we shall find no justice. So here's the solution. The solution is, let's look at West Africa. Look at how they're doing things. Look at the democratically orderly transition of power, how it's been done. Look at how Niger did their business. Look at how Burkina Faso did their business. Look at how Gabon is carrying out their business. Look at how Mali is carrying out their business. If we need to get Wagner, we need to get Wagner on our side. We need somebody, army or somebody, to take over, because this political class, they strike deals at the top and want to finya huku chini with their political nonsense talk. These talks, we don't want them. We should reject them. Time for talking is over. No more mandamano. It is up to us to get the army to help us to get all these political Western puppets out of East Africa. And we shall start with Kenya. Let's start with Ruto. Ruto came out and spoke against the coup d'etat that's happening in the West, while all of Africa is in agreement that the coup d'etat that's happening in the West is good for Africa, because Africa is finally getting control of the resources, power, sovereign power. They're holding it. When we were told that we had independence in the 1960s, it was just independence on paper, but there was no real independence. The puppet governments were put forward to make sure that the Western interest was maintained. The supreme power of the people was maintained by the West. But this time, Ruto, let me tell you something. If you're looking at this video, Mr. Ruto, listen to me, listen to me closely. We are tired. We are tired of you. Ruto is part of the political elite pretending to be caring about people. Where is the solution? Look at the people that you say that you will be taken to jail. You give us lecture after lecture every day that you shall take care of corruption. Look at Uhuru Kenyatta, your former boss, who have looted his family from the SGR to Eurobond, name it, killing people who died in River Yala, who were dumped in River Yala. Okay? Okengo, Matiangi, killed people in Kisumu. Where's the justice for those people? Let's not even go there. Where's the justice for the people who just died in Nyalenda in the previous 3-day mandamano that criminal conman was leading? Why don't you jail these people if you really think they're corrupt? We know that Kenyatta family has stolen money. We know that Moi family has stolen money, have stolen whatever. Why don't you arrest them if you really care about corruption? And now the West, okay, have been kicked out. The French have been kicked out in the West Africa, and you make a speech talking against the coup d'etat in the West. Ruto, you are a puppet for the West, and you need to be removed. We should turn to Wagner, to the Russians, and join BRICS and remove Ruto by using the army. The army. I hope this recruitment that's happening in Kenya right now is recruitment of people who are going to fight Ruto and the economic class. Ruto is not only the only person. Ruto is the embodiment of corruption, embodiment of this culture of impunity. Ruto along with Kenyatta, Ruto along with Moi, Ruto along with Kenyatta, Ruto along with Raila, Ruto along with Kibaki family. These are the people who we need to take to committee, along with Gachagua, who we know is corrupt. These are corrupt, incompetent people who are chosen by the West to do their bidding. We need to take these people out. It's time. We shall not be laughing around with these people. Somebody has to take course. No more, no more. As the days goes by, we see all this scandal. We see the scandal in whatever, in Rift Valley. They're promising people, the people taking their money, telling them that they take their case to Finland while they take they take their money, and nothing will happen. Or Paranyo have embezzled 1.3 billion Kenyan shillings, but nothing will happen to him. He'll post bail and sit there with his 2 wives and enjoy life. We know Atwoli has been stealing money in wherever he is. These people have been stealing money, but there's no justice, because if you're part of the political elite who are being ruled by the West, handpicked by the West, nothing will happen to you. We saw how many bonds we are taking, how many loans we are taking from the West. The IMF, billions and trillions of dollars, okay, that were illegally acquired, okay? None of it was approved by the parliament, but we are going to suffer. We are going to pay for it in the punitive tax measures that we call the finance bill, which was not taken legally, okay? Why do we keep up with this? It is time to look at the Russians for this Ruto guy to be taken out. Ruto is part of Kenyatta, Raila, and all these useless people that have been taking advantage of the Kenyan people. It's time for Africa to look at the East. Look at Russia, Wagner Group, or Mr. I don't know his name, General. I don't know, the Luo General that just went. It's time to look in the mirror. It's your time to rule this country. We cannot change and have these people have these offices, creating offices for themselves, creating positions for themselves, bribing each other, killing people, innocent people, using youth and killing people. And then they come and pretend that they are ruling us. They talk about democracy while they kill innocent people. You saw the bodies that died in Yala. You saw the people who died in Kisumu being yanked out of their house. Where's the justice for them? Raila is not even talking about them. He's holding a vigil in Karen. Okay? The atrocities did not happen in Karen. It happened in Nyalenda. Why not take your friend Uhuru Kenyatta? Ask him, what do you think about the people that you killed in River Yala? How do you think about the people who you killed in Naivasha in 2007? How do you think about the people who you killed in Kisumu? How about that? Ask your brother in Ruto. How do you feel about the people who yanked in Nyalenda and killed? Raila Odinga, if you're truly a revolutionary as you claim, you're part of the problem. These are people who are pretenders. They're part of the same system, the same system as they call them. These are fakers. These are people, colonial puppets, all of them. Ruto, Raila, Kenyatta, all of them, they are pretending. Now look at them. They are pretending to hold this bipartisan meeting. Fake meeting. They already discussed and they have agreed that they shall bring in this useless office that they want to create for themselves and their girlfriends, while they loot millions and trillions of Kenyan shillings, while the common Mwananchi who's working, they're working their ass off to pay those taxes. They cannot even put food in their table. You saw the Monsanto whatever crops that happen in Rift Valley. Look at what Monsanto will do to you. Look at what happened in farmers. Look at what the business are doing. Where are the promises, Ruto? Ruto, you along with your friend Raila Odinga, you fake colonial puppets. We are tired of you. It's time for Kenya to look at the Wagner Group. It's time to take these people to bring these people to justice. Kipchumba Murkomen, look at them. He's wearing $200,000 shoes, those Gucci shoes that he was wearing. Okay, where's the justice? Well, the justice, the people in their kids are lied to, the kids that they were promised to go to Finland. Okay, they're protesting. Wamechezwa, Mandago, whatever his name is out there having fun. Where's the justice for these people while you're walking around in your Gucci shoes, while you're riding around these helicopters that taxpayers are paying for? You fake people. You fake people. You fake Raila Odinga. You fake Ruto. You fake Kenyatta. You fake Kibaki. You fake Moi. It's time for justice. It's time for justice, and justice is now. It's time for another coup d'etat in Kenya. Coup d'etat in Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, please subscribe, like, share. Tell me what you think. These fakers want to change the constitution to create positions for their loved ones. Okay, subscribe, like, share, comment. Tell me what you think about this, and I'll talk to you guys later.